Kuala Lumpur has some of the most modern high-tech shopping malls in the world. So we thought, why not visit them all? We're going to visit as many malls as we can. But you're going to have to wait till the end of the video to see which one I think is the best. Included in this review is the brand new Exchange TRX. So the first shopping mall is Lot 10, which is right in the centre of Bukit Bintang, just opposite the main crossroads in this area. It didn't take long for Carly to find an H&M, did it? All of about 2 minutes. So this shopping mall, I think, has got 5 or 6 floors. Plenty of food options, supermarkets, not that many branded shops, and not the biggest. The top floor itself is probably the cleanest food hall that we've seen. There's so many options. And the street food on the top floor was so clean, we've decided to eat here. We've got ourselves some traditional Japanese curry. Really nice Japanese curry sauce that is. The maddest thing as well is on level 3 they've got a basketball court.
That is the first mall we've had to pay to go to the toilet in. And they weren't the cleanest. So that's a mark down.
This mall is a good start, but I think we can do better. So literally 100 yards down the road, down Bukit Bintang, we're at the next one, Fahrenheit 88. One little bonus of this shopping centre, an underpass to the Pavilion KL, which is also another shopping centre. That's pretty nice. This shopping mall is completely different. There's next to no restaurants or a food court. There is a few more branded shops. It's a lot quieter, but it has got some really interesting art and interactive exhibitions. It's only 4 floors instead of the 6 in Lot 10, so it's not as big, but we're getting warmer. We're getting there. On to the next. So the next shopping centre, again in Bukit Bintang, is complete straight opposite the Pavilion, and it's called Starhill Gallery, and this one does look very, very fancy. So immediately coming in here, we know we've stepped up to a different level of class. Rolex, Cartier, a lot of gold-plated shop fronts. This is definitely a pricey shopping mall. And I think by the looks of it, it's actually connected to a hotel, and the hotel windows face inwards into the mall. All gold-plated, all looking incredibly fancy. Those toilets, which were free, were absolutely fantastic. Carly's verdict?
You know I love a toilet. All good.
5 stars from Carly. Oh my god, this is insane. The Pavilion has taken this up about 20 notches in this video. I'm not sure if this is going to be beaten. This is a sight to behold. What a place. So this shopping centre has a whopping 7 floors. You name the brands, they're all here, every single one of them. This is on a different planet to anything that we've seen so far in Kuala Lumpur. This sets the bar ridiculously high. This is probably the biggest basement food court I've ever seen in my life. It just goes on and on and on. Also attached to the pavilion is a massive cinema called the Daddy. Carly and I were just on the metro going from one stop to the next, and we were just changing lines, and there's a huge shopping mall. Wasn't even on our list. This is the new Sentral shopping mall, and actually it's absolutely massive. It's got 7 floors, it's got plenty of branded shops, it's got food outlets, eateries, the lot, and it's literally connected to the side of a major transport link. Apart from the ground floor though, you wouldn't know it's Christmas time. There is only the odd shop, and there's really no decorations in here. They do have snow cannons though. They're not on yet. So they are making a little bit of an effort, but not as much as you'd expect, especially compared to Pavilion. Yeah, toilet checking those ones. No problems, clean, tidy. All good. This shopping mall seems to have a bit of everything, and the fact that it's got such great links to the Central train and MRT and monorail puts it in a really good position. But you'll have to wait till the end to see where it finishes in the rankings. So to get here, we just took the short monorail trip from New Sentral to here, and it turned up right outside the door. Very handy. So first impressions, they've definitely made as much effort with Christmas as the Pavilion KL. It hits you immediately with that choir as soon as you walk in. This shopping mall hosts the award as the biggest in Kuala Lumpur, I believe. It looks like this shopping mall is split into 3 sections. You've got east and west, which look like 2 massive tower blocks with about 20 floors, and then central where the Christmas market is, but it's not got as many floors up. So it might be able to boast being the biggest, but what's the point being the biggest if all the upper levels are completely shut down? And in terms of the decor as well, it's definitely the oldest one that we've been in. You can tell it is a bit dated. And there's also probably the least amount of branded shops that we've seen in any of the malls. This one feels very local and independent, which is still nice if they're supporting the local community with shops that are from Malaysia. However, there is a but, and a very big but. It does indeed have its own theme park inside the mall, including a roller coaster. as well as the roller coaster and kids stuff, you've got laser quests, you've got escape rooms, you've got dodgems, there's a soft play for young ones. This is ridiculous. And they've also got bowling and archery. So I'm pretty sure if you want a couple hours there, that would fly by. This mall is that big, Carly and I are struggling to get out of it. There's about 1,000,001 escalators, but none of them seem to get towards the exit. So we are 6 shopping malls down, only 2 to go. The penultimate one is the brand new shopping mall here in Kuala Lumpur. So this is the new Exchange TRX, and look at its brand new entrance square. It is massive. There's a lot of big brands still building their plots like Dior, but it's definitely up there with the high-end branded only shops. You know this place is trying to rival the Pavilion when they've got a Chanel Wonderland as their Christmas presentation in the middle of the mall. There is, however, a massive buzz with this place. There is a lot of queues and a lot of shops, and it being now coming up to Christmas is very, very busy. Probably the busiest mall we've been in so far, that and Pavilion, neck and neck, I'd say. You can tell they're full steam ahead for getting everything open as soon as possible. There is so many outlets trying to get things finished as quickly as possible, because the amount of custom here, every day they're not open, they are missing out. I think the nicest thing about this entire project is this massive rooftop 10-acre green space. Apparently it's the first green space in the entire of Kuala Lumpur in over 2 decades. So there's a massive amount of press and momentum about this being a success. You can tell this is an ongoing project. There is a lot of buildings in this exchange area that are still being built. So it'll be good to come back in a couple of years and see the finished article of what is an absolutely magnificent place. I love how the way they've got descriptions of all the plants. They're trying to create a real ecosystem up here. It's definitely futuristic and it's definitely in the right direction. The centerpiece, however, is this panoramic view of Kuala Lumpur's skyline. It is spectacular. I've not seen a buzz for a place like this in a long time. It's a place where people can hang out. It's free of charge. It's a nice communal space. It's got beautiful skylines. That is a special mall.
It's incredible. There is so much in there. So many designer brands, shops even for me, loads of restaurants.
But we have got one more shopping mall on this epic review of Kuala Lumpur's best malls. So the 8th and final shopping mall in this epic video. You didn't think I'd forget it, did you? It's the Suria KLCC mall, which is located right at the base of the Petronas Towers. We had to leave this one till last because this is probably the most Instagrammable place of them all, especially at night. So that is why we have left it till the very end of the day. this might sound crazy, but this mall seems to have a mixture of all the others in terms of the size, the amount of brands versus local, food places, the cleanliness, the size. It just feels like a complete mix of the lot.
More paid entry toilets. We'll have to factor that into those scores.
So one final fact for you. It'll be no surprise that because of the Petronas Towers, this is one of the busiest shopping malls. They reckon an average of 40 million shoppers come to this mall every year. So we started out on this mall quest as a bit of a joke because we'd seen how many there were in Kuala Lumpur. What we didn't realise was how much of a multi-billion pound business and competition this actually is for Kuala Lumpur. But I bet you're all wondering, which one is number one? So as we stand outside the famous Petronas Towers, this is number one. The winner is the Pavilion KL. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you could please like or even subscribe, that would mean the world to me and Carly, and we'll see you in the next one.